Good morning, everyone. It is Sunday morning. It's April 5th. Now, I've decided today is a pajama day. I've decided I deserve a pajama day. Yesterday, I did a bunch of things that completely tired me out, but I can officially say I have my printer, I have my scale, they're installed, everything is good to go there. I hope. I put up several pieces yesterday. About half of them have sold. Currently, I believe there are 2 hats left in the shop. One is a tapered crown, and one is that chapeau cloche. I hope I'm saying that right, which is that country style recreational hat. I find that it looks really cute on people, but it doesn't always photograph well when I have it on the stand. So if you're interested in either of those, hop over to my Etsy shop and grab one of those. I'll put the link on today. And let's see. Whoop, there's a Clara. Yeah, hi. You say hi this morning? Uh-huh. Do I got some of your friends out? Now, Miss Clara happens to love some of the dollies. I have noticed collections of Clara fur and know that she snuggles with some of them. She particularly loved Duchess when Duchess arrived. So Duchess is the blonde doll that I finally got. I had been wanting a blonde doll for a while, and she's legless. She lost her feet. But when Duchess arrived and I unpacked her, oh, Clara just wanted to roll and roll and roll. Yeah, so there was Clara rolling on a satin dress. Okay, so there's some birds outside. I don't know if you can hear her. I hope you could hear her. I love the little chirpy noise that some cats will make. She didn't do that for the longest time. So it's kind of cool to see her do it now. All right, so I wanted to back up a little bit to last night. I was thinking about the things that we've been putting in the windows, like the bear hunt. And then one for this week is Easter eggs, because Easter's coming up next weekend. And I'm like, oh, I don't have anything to put up that's an egg. And I'm like, wait, I can make fabric eggs. Thinking about, the tomatoes that we were doing. So I made myself a larger Easter egg. And this one I like how it came out. I'll show you the others in a second. I'll put the egg template for this on the blog. It's basically a petal, just like the tomatoes, with a fatter bottom, narrower top. So this little guy's gonna get hung somewhere. This one I liked. After this one I had the idea of, okay, I can make white ones that are smaller, real egg size, and hang those after coloring them. Well, they came out kind of funky and lopsided. So I won't be putting this template up. But you get the general idea. I did them in white, and then I colored them with the fabric markers. So I strung them all on a string that's now a good bit tangled. And these will go all in the window. And I just wanted to share those. Those were a spur of the moment idea. All right, so yesterday I had mentioned I would bring out a couple of my dolls. Because I want to make a fortune teller doll and a patriotic doll. So I brought out, we have Millie here. Let me angle this down. Here we go. That's going to bother me that that's in the camera. Okay, so Millie is one of my first dolls that I made. Millie's head was one that I'd ordered on eBay. And I was excited to find a decent shape head. It was coming out of Germany, and the price wasn't bad. I actually can't remember what it was, but it was a little catch. I thought I'd ordered Millie's head. Well, what actually arrived was this whole box of not one, but 6 heads. So a really, really good price. So the first of these 6, put this back in here, became Millie. Now Millie is a special kind of doll. Millie's my peddler style doll. And instead of having legs, she has this dome base of a body. So under her petticoats, and she's got a couple of them. This one's the little short one, and this one's the pretty one. She has a built-in base. Now this is a base that you see in a few different descriptions of projects in Godey's. The peddler dolls, and then the sewing dolls all seem to have this base. So do the pincushion dolls. And if you're reading through, you're going to find a couple different ways of doing the tops. If you were with us last time I did dolls and I showed you the penny dolls, sometimes they have you put this base on a broken doll. It actually says to break the legs off of a doll, like a solid penny doll. And then the other option is to have the doll head with the head plate, have the fabric body, and then the fabric base instead of the legs. And that's what Millie is here. So Millie has her fabric body, her fabric legs, so she's fabric through here, and then her fabric arms. She does not have porcelain hands. She has hand-sewn hands. Let me bring up her little hands there. These are the first hands that I did. And they came out pretty good. The way I did that was I had taken a piece of paper and I traced my hand, thinking how I would want it to be. At first I was hoping to have like one finger out, but I figured out that was really hard at this scale. So I traced my hand and then I scaled it down to their hand size. When I say they, I mean both of these girls together. So I did the outside of the hands, turned them right side out, and then sewed their little fingers. And I'm realizing the ink that I had used is actually bleeding through a little bit. That's too bad. But her hands are set just so that she can hold on to her tray. She has her peddler tray that has a ribbon, goes around her waist and then comes up around her neck, and then her hands stick into little loops on the sides of the tray. And then that tray can hold her millinery goods. She has not had her tray out since moving. I really should get that out and start filling that with her little notions. I do worry about filling the notions into it and having a certain little miss back here steal the pieces. Like I said, she really likes her little dollies. So that's Millie. If you followed the blog where the dolls are, you're going to notice most of my dolls have M names. So there's Millie, Marie, Mary, me, which is Mini Me. I got a Mary, got a Meg, May. Uh-oh. I feel bad now. I can't remember them all. And then I went into the other names. So Duchess just fit. The little white one is Angel. May is Grandma's doll. Callie is the doll that came from California. Actually, she was my first doll before Millie, because Callie's head came from a friend in California, and then I was going to use it just as like the head, and I was going to put it on a little base for like a millinery model. But then one of the shops in town, I stumbled across hands and feet for $4 that were the right scale for her. So she got a body and became Callie. So she's actually technically my first doll. All right, and then there's Violet over there. And then we get into the pincushion dolls and the penny dolls. All right, so back to these two. So there's 6 that have matching heads. Well, 6 matching heads. 2 of which are dolls at this point. Marie here is named after our basket maker at the museum, and she is my straw sewer doll. So she's dressed as I would for doing a straw sewing demo. She has her petticoat and sack, and because she also thinks it's cold a lot of the times, she has her little sweater on. What I really should make her is wrist warmers, because I'm finding whenever it's chilly or damp, my wrists and my hands really hurt. Sometimes it's really hard to sew when it's raining out, especially in the mornings. So I've been wearing wrist warmers. They help a lot. So I should make her some wrist warmers, teeny tiny little crochet or knit with wrist warmers. She also has, let me show you her little feetsies here. So I hand sewed her feet. This was hard. That was a first. Those were hard to do. All right, so these 2 sisters are going to get one more in the next couple weeks, and then we'll do the next one. So I decided between the fortune teller doll and the patriotic doll that it was going to be easier to do the patriotic doll. So this will be the patriotic doll head. I didn't save many photos of that, but I do want to show you some of the fortune teller dolls here. So basically a fortune teller doll is the body at the top, and then the skirt is comprised of, let's go the right way, papers that are cut. So you can see the papers here, and each paper has a fortune on it, and they go around the waist. So this one has, oh, that reflection's really bad, I'm sorry. This one has different color papers, each with a fortune. She's on a base. I do have one of those bases somewhere. I have to find it. And you can see how the fortunes open up. This one, I believe this one has little feet underneath her. Some of them have their feet and some of them don't. There you go. You can see this one has her feet, and the fortunes are attached to a wire. This one has her fortunes under a skirt. This one I love. It's technically not a fortune teller doll, but her skirt is comprised of lots of ribbons. That's also on my to-do list, but I think I want to wait until I find a nice peg doll for that. I love this one. Do you see her cool hat? Yeah. And I notice a lot of the fortune teller dolls tend to have red bodices. I have to decide if I want to do that because Millie already has her red bodice. And then the patriotic doll will also be a lot of red, white, and blue. This one is a little different. She has cards all over her. Well, now we're moving into other ones. But that gives you an idea of the fortune teller dolls. I thought I had a whole series of patriotic dolls saved, but they're probably in the phone instead of here because I don't see them. No, I must have put them somewhere else. But basically, the patriotic dolls are going to be red, white, and blue. I'm thinking this one might get a red and white skirt, maybe a blue bodice. She might get an apron, and I have some ribbons that are patriotic. So she could get a sash, maybe a miniature cockade. We'd love to get some of the little foil stars. That could be fun. Maybe she'll get a cute little hat. I don't know. So I'll decide what else she'll get. So my next steps with her would be to draw her body. I have to decide if she's going to be the dome-shaped style like Millie, or if she's going to have legs like Marie. The nice advantage of having those dome bases is they stand automatically. I don't have to worry about getting stands. Now I have a ton of stands in storage, but they're for the much larger dolls. These girls are only, I think these are 10 inches high. So I would need to get a smaller stand for her. Yeah, I've got to decide on that. So I'll draw out her body, and then her arms and hands, and get those going. So I'll try to do the drawing and the basic fabric tonight. And if I get that far, I can show you that in the days to come. Tomorrow will be Monday, so we should do millinery for Monday. And yeah, and I'll show you the progress. It won't be like a sew along. Hello, you. Yeah? You trying to join us? Uh-huh. How are the birds? As I was saying, it won't be like a sew along like we did with the little projects, but I can show you my progress. If there is a little project you'd like to see us do in the next week, let me know, because I haven't thought of one yet. And I want to try to get one of those in each week. Otherwise, have a great Sunday, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.